Congratulations! You are in week 2, and this is week 2 air training. So my name is Mary with the Giving Lotus, and I'll be your trainer throughout this presentation. So let's talk about the training objectives for this week. You are going to register your fires. You're going to verify the water pot. You're going to be moral support for your 2 Lotus members. You're going to be coaching your 2 Lotus members, and you will set your 2 Lotus members up for success. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is secure your 2 Lotus members so you can register your 2 Lotus members to enter in and meet your obligation for week 2. On our website at thegivinglotus.com, you're going to click on Before You Join. Once you click on the Before You Join, there will be a link that will take your 2 Lotus members to watch the presentation and complete an assessment. Once they have completed the assessment, you want them to verify that they took the assessment, have them screenshot it to you so that way you have proof that they've watched the presentation and they've done the assessment. Once they've done the assessment and you make sure that their questions are correct, you're going to ensure they accept the family agreement on the Giving Lotus website. So they're going to go to thegivinglotus.com, click on register, and read through the family agreement, key in all of their information. They will need the bouquet number and lotus number of the lotus that they're going to be entering in. So you want to give them that information. They want to say that they were referred by you, so you get credit for, and that they're placed on the correct, under the correct person. So you have to make sure that they have all the information that they need. From there, they're going to need their name. They're going to need their email address. They're going to need a contact number where we can reach them. They will also need their gifting information. Now, it's really important that you walk your Lotus members through setting up either Cash App or Zelle or Venmo, so that way they can, 1, receive their gifts, and 2, gift the people coming in. So you want to look at that bouquet, see who's in water and how they want to be gifted. If it's Cash App, you want to make sure ahead of time that your Lotus member has money in their account and they have an actual active checking account that they'll be able to use on these platforms, because many people don't live close to each other. Sometimes family members live in different cities, so you want to be able to make sure that the family gets gifted. So it's your job to do your due diligence to make sure that they submit their information and their information is accurate, and they have the proper information before joining, right? If it's someone that's just elderly and just doesn't really want to go through that, then, sometimes another family member will kind of send the gift for them. But they want to set this up ahead of time so they have all of this ironed out and not wait till the last minute to try to figure out how to gift. So this is your responsibility as week 2 air to ensure they accept the family agreement and make sure that they have everything set up as they register as a Lotus member on your family Lotus. All right. So now that you have your Lotus member registered, the next thing you have to do is ensure that they properly gift the Water Lotus member in week 4, which is also called verifying the water pot. So you're going to determine who's in week 4 water position. You can find the bouquet at thegivinglotus.com. Look at the bouquet Lotus number of the person that's in water that week. Determine the gifting information for your Lotus member who they're going to be gifting. From there, verify your fire gifts the member in water position. So if it's Cash App or Venmo or however they want to be gifted, screenshot that transaction, or if it's a receipt, take a picture of it. And then from there, you're going to send that to your Lotus lead to make sure that the bouquet lead will get it. So once again, you're going to verify the fire pot, make sure you have a receipt or of the transaction to show proof that the gift has been made to the person in water. Once you have that proof, you're going to send it to the Lotus lead for them to document and make sure it gets updated to the bouquet administrators. All right. So now that we have our Lotus members, we have them registered, they accepted the family agreement, everything's done, they've gifted properly, we verified the water pot. Next, we move into being moral support for your Lotus members. In air position, it's your duty to support your fires. That is your obligation this week. So you're going to come in and really be that support system that they need. Why? Because this is all new to them. It can be a little bit overwhelming. They may have 2 jobs that they're working and they're trying to manage learning this new system on top of all their normal everyday responsibilities. So you need to be the one that's patient, understanding, gives them friendly reminders, gives them affirmation and remind them why they got into this. So that's really important to remember the why. Remember, you're looking to, create that residual income to transition from this 9 to 5 to be able to do your business full time, or, be able to put your kids through college or have some extra residual income to pay your bills. Whatever their goal is, you want to remind them of why they're making this sacrifice, why they're learning this whole new system so they can meet their goals. So always keep that daily affirmations going. Just reach out to your people, give them encouragement when they're feeling a little overwhelmed, trying to learn system. Also understand that everyone's not technologically savvy. Everyone's not going to know how to log into Zoom. Everyone's not going to know how to, download all these different apps and, being able to gift multiple ways. And not everyone has online banking, surprisingly, especially some of our, aunts and uncles that are a little bit older may have not had a lot of the apps that we're familiar with using at our fingertips. So we're going to have to use that patience and be able to come in and help them learn the system. And once you learn the system, maybe it was a learning curve for you. So that's going to help you to be even more patient with your family member, right? So this is where we come in to be moral support, give daily affirmations, daily encouragement. And this is how we support and show up for our Fire Lotus members week 1. Okay, so in addition to moral support, you are also responsible for coaching your people. This is why it was so important for you to come in week 1 and really learn the system. So if you were able to execute your obligations in week 1, you are now prepared in week 2 to coach your people. So the first thing you're going to do in coaching your people is ensure they complete week 1 fire training. They need that foundation so they, 1, have an expectation of what their obligations are this week. 2, they know exactly step by step on what they need to do to secure their family list. They're using the core 3 ingredients that we use for building our family list. So they need to be able to know how to put together their family list, know how to invite their friends, family, and loved ones, right? 2, you're going to help them learn the system. This is where you're going to come in after they take the training, and you're going to ask them questions. Okay, so you took week 1 training. All right, what's the first thing that you must do? Okay. Once you complete that, then what's the second thing you must do? Okay, you're going to put together your family list. Okay, what are the 3 things that you need on your family list? Boom. Care for my people. 2, their need or their why. And then 3, do I trust them? Boom. Now you know that they know the recipe of how to put together their family list. From there, you can ask them multiple questions on strategies and what did you learn from the presentation? What are some things that were suggested? They'll tell you, well, less is more. Don't try to explain the whole program and I don't really understand it. Just try to speak to their needs and get them to the meeting. So they can regurgitate their understanding of the meeting. Now, if they're like, well, I'm not really sure, and they're kind of like all over the place, they probably weren't paying attention or they didn't retain the information in the training. So what does that mean? You have to now reinforce the learning. That is your responsibility in week 2. 3, you're going to assist your Lotus member to invite their family, friends, and loved ones. So once they have their list together, you're going to say, send me over your list so I can look at it. Then have a small, chat with them and go over, okay, for this family member, this is going to be our best approach. What do you think? What's your family dynamic with this family member? Okay. Are you someone that they respect or someone that, you look up to? Based on the family dynamic or the relationship dynamic, you help them come up with the best strategy on how to reach out to each one of their friends, family, and loved ones. Because each dynamic will be different, and each one you need to use a different strategy. Some people will come in and send a massive text message to, 50 of their friends, family, and loved ones like, hey, if you want to make some quick money, $3,500 in 30 days, hit me up. No, that is not the way you want to. This is not a sales. This is not massive marketing. This is a family Lotus. You're getting your 2 closest friends and family and loved ones together so we can start bouncing money and building our family Lotus. So you're not doing sales. You're not doing marketing. And if they listen to week 1 training, they will know that. And then 2, you got to reinforce and make sure that they have that understanding of how to best get results with building their family Lotus. So that way they build a strong foundation and they bring in the right individuals to build their Lotus. So you are responsible for making sure that you enforce those, strategies that we've trained you in. So this is why it's important that you have that foundation so you can give the foundation to your Lotus members. Okay, so last but not least, you are responsible for setting your people up for success. So how do we do this as week 2 air position? 1, we attend their family meetings. Why? Because we want to be that one moral support, like we shared earlier. And when their friends, their family, and their loved ones are coming into presentations, we have multiple people there to engage, to answer questions, to be able to make them feel comfortable, invite them into our family Lotus. And this is where you can, 1, show your Lotus members that you're there for them. So that gives them the confidence to be able to invite their friends and family and loved ones. Can you imagine if they invited their friends or families into a presentation and there was only the trainer there? No, the family must support the Lotus members who are bringing in their guests, their family, their friends, and their loved ones. And we're there to encourage and support the team the same way that you were encouraged and supported when you were in week 1. All right, from there, daily encouragement. Like we spoke of in moral support, you are going to give them daily encouragement. This could just be something as simple as sending an affirmation that will give them a friendly reminder of, oh yeah, this is why I'm building my Lotus, because I want to build abundant wealth. I want to, transition from my 9 to 5, or, I want extra residual income monthly. So whatever their short-term goals are that's going to motivate them, give them a small little spark of encouragement every single day. From there, you're going to review recruitment strategies with them. So you're going to discuss what they're doing. Discuss if it's working, if it's not working. If it's not working, help them find a strategy or solution to resolve whatever is preventing them from getting results. This is where you're going to come in. You're going to constantly, even if it's 15 minutes a day. So how did today go? Did you reach out to your uncle? Okay, great. What did he say? What was the feedback? And then we make adjustments. And then from there, it'll be like, well, see, I would have phrased it differently. I would have done this, or I would have said this. And they're growing through the process. But if you're not there to help them and walk them through the process, how can they learn and grow? Right? So we want to definitely be that beacon of experience from week 1 and share that experience and help them with recruitment strategy. Understand that you're not in this alone. You have a Lotus lead. So if you're unsure about how to answer their questions, or if they're stuck and you're not really sure how to help them, reach out to someone that has even more experience than you, your Lotus lead, and they'll be able to help you best get the best out of your Lotus member and make sure that you're coaching them in the best way possible. All right. From there, follow-ups. Follow up with your people. Hey, do you have your 3 to 4 people for tonight's meetings? Oh, okay. All right. Well, try to see if you can reach out to those 2 people and see if you can get them in tonight. They should be bringing in at minimum 3 to 4 people for each presentation. We have presentations 5 days a week. Out of 20 people, they should secure their 2 Lotus members, right? It's a numbers game. It's the law of average. If you're doing what you are supposed to be doing, then you will get the results you're going to get. But you have to be able to get people into the meetings, and your responsibility is to follow up with them, because life happens. Life happens. Some of us work 2 jobs. Some of us have children. Some of us are in school full time. We all have many different responsibilities and many different hats we're wearing. So when you come in and you give them a friendly reminder, you become an accountability partner. You hold them accountable. It's not your responsibility. It's their responsibility, but you are in a partnership with them to ensure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what a successful week 2 Lotus member is doing for their people and setting them up for success. And I wish you nothing but massive success in building your Lotus. And this concludes our week 2 training.